Hello scrapbooking friends, and thank you for joining me for another process video. So today's layout is my own design, and it's a two portrait photo layout. I've got black textured cardstock here, and I've mounted onto that a piece of pattern paper from the Craft Sensations Let's Get Cozy paper pad from the range. I've got a corrugated heart here, not wood, cardboard from the range, and I've actually inked it slightly with the brown ink pad and around the edges as well. Got two flare pieces here and some thread, embroidery thread, and then I've got some wood dots here. I think it's going to be a simple layout. I flicked through that paper pad. It's all brown colours, and it's the one that I use quite often for my donkey layouts. And when I saw this paper, I thought, oh my gosh, it's absolutely perfect for this little photo. These photos here of Rosie donkey, who lives at the Isle of Wight Donkey Sanctuary. So yeah, I just thought, oh my gosh, it's absolutely perfect. I thought this bit here kind of reflects her forelock here, this little bit of fringe piece she's got, and I thought even this bit here is kind of similar to the colouring in her ear. So I thought, oh, absolutely perfect. So yeah, it's going to be not a heavily embellished layout, because the pattern paper I think is just amazing. And I'm just going to let that shine and be the showcase. Oh, I just got interrupted there. I'm going to start by popping these photos down on the layout. I'm not mounting them or anything. I'm just going to leave them as they are. Just remove the back in there to the tape. I'm using double-sided tape on a roll at the moment, so yes, a little bit more time consuming and not as thrilling, not very thrilling to watch. Right, what should we do? I think I'd like to keep a little bit of that line there just for effect, and this bit here I'd like to show. We'll do that. I've also got this little title here, I don't think I've showed you that already, which is Simple Stories, Colour Vibe, Foam Alphas, which I've used many times, and I actually don't have any left in the black, so I'm having to use a 3 for that, but that's fine. I don't mind that at all. In fact, it's just another way, isn't it, of getting a title out of an alpha set. So my thinking is to cover this bit here. Not too keen on that pattern there, not going to say why. But what I thought I'd do is look as though I'm hanging a heart from there. So we'll do that. And then I thought I'd pop a flare piece up here with some thread, and perhaps a flare piece here with some thread. And probably not a lot else, because like I've said already, this pattern paper is amazing. So I think this is going to be a layout that comes together really quickly without too much thinking. Sometimes pattern papers do that for you. You can work around them. So Rosie here is, well, as you can see, she's a very striking donkey. He's came from Wales originally. He's been at the Donkey Sanctuary a few years now. And she's got this really dark cross. The cross on her back is very dark, and she's got a very dark fringe area on the ears. So just a really lovely donkey. And this fringe. So I was in that herd to groom another donkey. He wasn't keen on being groomed, and Rosie was really nudging me for a groom. So yeah, gave her a groom. And she's got her dad is Buttons, who's at the Donkey Sanctuary, and they came from Wales together with some other donkeys, a couple of donkeys, 3 donkeys. One's actually since passed away, but India and Myra, and then Rosie, China, and Amber. Oh, I think I've got that wrong, haven't I? Let me think. So Buttons is dad, and then he's got Scooby, India, and Myra, and then the youngsters are Rosie, Amber, China. Did I get that right? I think so. Anyway, there were 7 of them all together. One's passed away. Scooby passed away. She's featured in my Traveller's Notebook. But yeah, so familial relationships there. We have some of those at the Donkey Sanctuary. And Buttons will not be producing any more foals though, because all the boys at the sanctuary do have that operation. So anyway, enough of that. And yeah, I'll pop the title down there. I think I like that. And yeah, I think that's, I don't know whether to do that as wrap it around a flair or do it as thread underneath. I think I'll wrap it around. I like to do both. I like to sometimes unravel the threads, and sometimes I like to just wrap them around. Now then, I was thinking originally that I'd want to do it this way, but actually I'm looking at it now and I want to do it that way. So I'm going to do it that way. I think I might do a little bit of journaling here. Let's get the glue. The thread. I just found this thread in my little drawer where I keep all my twine and thread, and I just thought, yeah, perfect. So it's one piece. I just chopped it in two and put half on this flair and half on the other flair, and I made a real mess of that. Oh gosh, it will dry clear, but yeah, that is a mess. Hopefully that won't be noticeable when it dries. It just goes to show, it doesn't matter how often I do this, it's you know, doesn't always go to plan, but that's fine, isn't it? None of us are perfect. Right, get that piece around there, try not to make such a mess of that, and stick that down, get rid of that excess glue there. Hopefully that won't show when it dries, it shouldn't do. Right, get this piece down as well, and then it's just really journaling and wooden dots, I think. Looking at it now, I'm thinking it'd be nice to have something black scattered around. But, not sure if I'm going to do that. We'll have a look. Get that piece down. Look at the dots. I think maybe 3 sizes of dots down here would look nice. And I thought that was sort of a nice move that slightly, just a nice feature with this, the corrugated piece up here, and then similar colouring down here with the wood colouring. Right, yeah, I like that. I'm just wondering whether it needs anything else. I could outline the photos, but I don't think I will, because I quite like these lines that are going across here. No, I think I'm going to leave it as a very simple layout. So I need to add the date. I'm doing that in black. This was just the other day. So the Donkey Sanctuary, 9th of May. Where should I put the date? I think the date will probably nestle quite nicely in there, like that. I've got a heart on here already. I like my hearts on my donkey or animal layouts. I'm going to do the journaling in my Energel. No, it's not. It's my Uniball Eye Fine Gel Pen in black. Just going to say what I told you about Rosie was nudging me for a groom. And I think, well, I'm thinking now that I want to add more to it, but no, I think I'm going to just leave it as it is. Simple, striking pattern paper, simple design with the heart, the 2 flair, some little wood dots, the 2 photos and the title, and then the journaling here. So yeah, I think I'm just going to leave that as it is. Simple layout, my own design, documenting Rosie Donkey at the Isle of Wight Donkey Sanctuary. So once again, thank you for joining me. Stay safe, take care, and I shall see you next time.